welcome to my channel. My name is Tana, like Montana, and this is going to be my new YouTube channel where I talk about anything and everything from social media marketing as an influencer to influencer marketing as a professional marketer. I wanted to make this channel to really just be a place where I spill the tea. I'm going to be sharing information on how to grow your Instagram, how to pitch brands, what influencer marketers are looking for in an influencer, what I did day to day as an influencer marketer, literally everything. And I'm so excited for this channel to be a place where you can get tons of information. I can share my knowledge and honestly just share stories with you, because when I started blogging, I didn't have resources like this, and I always wanted to just share that information because I feel like the influencer world is just so secretive, and I think that is really silly. I fully believe in community over competition, and so I'm gonna be your social media resource, and all you guys are gonna grow, and I'm gonna cheer you on. So before we get started, I wanted to share a little bit more about my journey or experience as a blogger, how long I've been doing it, basically what gives you the right to talk about this. So I'll just kind of share about my credibility, what I did professionally, and just share some struggles and stuff that I had along the way. So let's go ahead and get started. I started in 2014, I honestly can't even remember. I was in college and I went to college wanting to do fashion, and then was like, I don't really love the fashion classes and curriculum, so I switched my major to business. Then I didn't really love that because I wanted more of a creative outlet, and so then I switched my major to communication and minored in entrepreneurship. So all the way doing this, I needed a creative outlet. And I kept having friends over and over and again ask me to pick out their outfits for their date, or pick out an outfit for a formal that they had, and they would just have tons of questions on outfits and accessorizing, and they would always ask me. And I felt like I was telling them the same things over and over and over again, and I was like, man, I should just write this down so I have a link to just send someone and be like, hey, this is why you should wear this with this, or this color looks best with this color, whatever. So I decided to start a blog, and I started on Blogger, which is Google's platform, and I've switched over to a couple. I've been on WordPress.com, not .org. WordPress.com, I don't love it. And now I am on Squarespace, which I really, really like. It has a lot of options for me, but it's not as many options as WordPress.org, so I like that it's kind of easier in a sense. We'll get on that a little bit later. But I started my blog, and I was blogging every single day. I was reviewing products in my house. I was going through and I was like, what can I be posting on my blog to gain traction? I want this to be a resource for someone. I don't want someone to just come to my blog and see one article. I want to have binge-worthy content. So I was talking about outfits that you can wear for Easter, outfits to wear for spring, popular colors for summer, reviewing mud mask, reviewing makeup, literally everything. And I was super into makeup and fashion at the time. I've now since transitioned my niche, which is so important to remember that you can transition. If you are not loving what you're putting out there anymore, that's okay. Find what you love at the moment, transition over. I am now I'm an online educator, lifestyle, and travel blogger, which I feel like is a lot. And some people are like, oh my God, you need to niche down. And you're right. But I'm in the transitional moment of what I'm niching down to. And I think it's going to be online education and helping others, because that is just what I'm so passionate about, which is why I started this channel. Okay, so now that we had our brain fart and I talked about my niche, let's continue. So while I was in college, I was blogging and really spending a lot of time on my blog because it was just a passion of mine. I loved it. I felt like it was exactly what I needed to be doing. And it's funny because I'm not a writer. Like, I am dyslexic. I grew up not doing well in English. I hated writing, and my blog is actually written exactly the way that I talk, which is kind of frowned upon in like the English world. So I made it my own, and I think that's the most important thing to remember, is that you can make your blog your own, and you just need to find your why. Like, why do you want to start a blog? Who do you want to talk to? What do you want to do? And my why is really just to inspire others, be honest, and just always have integrity, always stick by my morals. And so another reason why I wanted to start this channel, just to inspire others, to like show them that you can do whatever you set your freaking heart to. And like, I know that sounds a little cheesy, but like, it's so freaking true. Okay, so I'm blogging in college and it's good. I'm taking photos, posting them. They weren't great, but you know what? We live and we learn. I upgraded cameras, okay? But I was doing all this, and in the meantime, my family, half of them was supporting me, half of them was telling me that it was a waste of time and that I needed to be focusing on my studies and not blogging, which was like really frustrating and hard for me because I was, you know, gaining traction online. I started my Instagram, I was gaining followers, and I felt like I was in the right place. And to have people that you're so close to really discourage you from doing something that made you so happy was hard. Like, I had a lot of nights where I was just like screaming at this person or like crying and just so upset, because you want those people to support you no matter what. And it was hard because half of my family did and half of my family didn't. And thankfully now everyone is supportive, but a lot of it was how they measured success versus how I measured success. So I measure success by how happy it's making me. And I didn't go into blogging wanting to make money, and I think that's the most important thing to remember. If you're going into blogging or the influencer world wanting to just make money or work with brands, girl, bye. Like, it is not about that. And I didn't even start making money until like 2 years ago. So I started 2013, 2014, and then I didn't make money until 2 years ago, and I have been hustling. Like, I didn't stop. I just kept going and going and going, and so it's definitely like a long-term investment, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So definitely do not go into it wanting to make money like that. It's just not practical. You need to go into something that you truly love. I measured success by being happy and really just releasing my stress. And a lot of why I started blogging is because it was a good stress reliever. So the half of my family that didn't support me in the beginning measured success based on monetary value. They believed that if I was spending this much time on something, I should be making money. Like, why not get a job? I had a job, so they were like, if you have a job and you're studying all the time, how are you able to spend so much time on this? Like, you should be making like A+ in all your classes. Like, it was rough. So I basically told my family to shove it, which I don't really recommend, but I then the next semester got my first paid brand collaboration and got the dean's list in college. So it was kind of a like, oh my gosh, I can do this moment for me, which is really important because I needed that, especially with just having that part of my family do that. Like, you really just need a win after conversations and stress like that. So that was really important to me to have that, to show that I could do both. Once I graduated college, I started at a marketing agency and was still blogging. I say full time because I worked 9 to 5, and then when I got home, I would work 5 to like 1 a.m. on my blog. I never stopped working. I rarely slept, to be honest. But in my marketing job, I was part of their digital marketing team and worked with big clients and managed their social media accounts and did all of their influencer outreach. And so I managed 17 accounts at a time and reached out to influencers that they could potentially work with, which was awesome. But that also shows that I know what it's like on the opposite side, and I know what it's like to have a marketing budget, allocate to influencer marketing, and I feel like that gives me a leg up when I'm asking for a budget or asking about campaigns from the influencer side. So I was doing that and my blog. And then I transitioned over to the head of social media marketing at a four-year university. And that was really fun because it was a little bit different. My influencers were students, and so we would work with students on campus and really work on campaigns and things that they could do online to support the university, which was awesome. And then Andrew, my now fiance, got transferred. So he was getting transferred. I had a decision whether I wanted to go with him. So we lived in Tulsa and he was being transferred to Houston, which is where we are now. So clearly I went with him. And this was an opportunity for me to decide if I wanted to take my blogging full time or try to find a marketing job in Houston. I had been surpassing my paycheck at my job at the university with brand collaborations and partnerships for my blog, and so I just decided to go with it and do it full time. And honestly, I'm gonna make a video about how you know when to quit your full-time job and start full-time on your own as an entrepreneur, because like I really think I should have gotten a job when I came to Houston and saved a little bit more money, but you know, I don't regret anything. I just think that it would have been a little bit smarter to have more money in the bank saved. But here I am, and I'm so happy that I did take that risk, because being an entrepreneur is just all about taking calculated risks. And I am so happy being a full-time blogger and small business owner. That is a little bit about my journey blogging, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. Again, I'm a freaking open book. Like, I'm gonna be spilling the tea about everything. I'm such a dork, oh my god. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. I literally cannot wait to talk to you guys every week and just talk about marketing and stuff that people don't freaking talk about. That's what's gonna be the best. And I want to know what you're interested in. Tell me what you want to know about influencer marketing. If you are a brand manager, tell me what your experience has been like. If you have any questions from the influencer side, I love talking to brand managers about, you know, analytics and like things that they should be looking for with influencers, or from the influencer side, like what you should be sending to brand managers to really like put you above other influencers, and even what language to use. I think that's so important. So if you have any suggestions on videos, I have a lot of videos coming, but if you have any suggestions, drop them in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to this channel. You're gonna get so much out of it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.